Hello friends, welcome to my another video on minimum cost spanning tree, and this is the second part of this particular lecture. In my previous lecture I have described about what is a spanning tree, and we have discussed about basic concepts about the minimum cost spanning tree. So friends, before moving ahead, I would like to request you all that at the end of this video please go to the description section, and there is a quiz provided in the description section. Please attempt the quiz. If you like the video, you can like this video. So let us move ahead. So first of all, let us try to understand what is a Prim's algorithm. So a Prim's algorithm is a greedy method, and it is used to obtain a minimum cost spanning tree. And what we are going to do here is we are going to construct a minimum cost spanning tree, and we are going to construct it by edge. The next edge to include is chosen in such a way that whatever the total cost of construction will be there, total cost of the spanning tree will be there, that should be increased at the minimum speed. That is, the next edge to be included in is to be chosen in such a way that some optimization criteria is applied. The simplest such criteria is to choose an edge that results in a minimum increase. So the total cost of increase should be minimum in sum of the cost of the edges so far included. There are two ways. One of them is we are discussing in this particular lecture. So in the first way, what do we do is the set of edges so far selected forms a tree, first thing. Then if A is the set of edges, selected so far, then A forms a tree. This forms a tree, A forms a tree, and the next edge UV is to be selected in such a way that inclusion of UV to the tree again forms a new tree. So it must form a tree, and this way of solving or finding the minimum cost spanning tree is called as Prim's algorithm. So let us try to understand the Prim's algorithm by considering an example. So given a graph minimum cost, in order to find out a minimum cost spanning tree, so what we have to do is, let us first try to represent a null graph for this, in which there are no edges, so that we can construct this particular spanning tree step by step. This is one null graph. This is called as a null graph. I have told you in my previous lecture what is a null graph, and then we'll go on adding the edges one by one. So first thing is that in order to solve, the first step is that choose a edge KL, choose an edge KL with minimum cost. So which is the edge with minimum cost? This is the edge with minimum cost. So this is the first edge added. Okay. After doing this, what do we do is for all other vertices, for all the vertices, what we will do is for each vertex, let us say there are 7 vertices. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So for each vertex we find out its near vertex. Near vertex of 1 is a vertex in connected component, with minimum cost. So 6 is a connected component now. So 6 is 10. So near to 1 is 6, but whatever the vertices are already in the solution, we will make their near value is equal to 0. Okay, so that it is not for whichever the vertex, if the near vertex value is 0, it means that the vertices are already in the tree. They are in the tree, and they should not be again considered. For all others, we will identify their near vertex. So near of 2 in the connected component, so 2, we have to check whether 2 is near to 1 or 6. So 2 1 is 28 and 2 6 is infinity. So obviously you can say that near of 2 is 1. Similarly, near of 3 is, so 3 1 is infinity, 3 6 is also infinity, because there is no direct edge from these two. So I will randomly put near of 3 is equal to 1. Near of 4 is again is equal to 1. We will consider, even though there is no direct edge from 4 to 1 and 4 to 6, we will consider near of 4 is equal to 1. Then near of 5, if you will see now, you will find that 5 1 is infinity, but 5 6 is 25. So near of 5 is 6. So near of 2 is a, what you can say, is non-infinite value, and near of 5 is also a finite value. Near of 7, so 7 1 is no edge, 7 6 is no edge, so near of 7 we will consider as again 1, and cost of 7 comma near 7. Now near of 7 1, so now cost of 2 comma near 2, what is the cost? Cost of, now cost is a cost adjacency matrix. Cost of 2 comma 2, 2 comma near 2 is 28. 2 to near 2, near 2 is 1, 2 to 1. Similarly for 3 comma near 3, it is infinity. For 4 comma near 4, again it is infinity. For 5 comma near 5, that is 5 6, it is 25. And for all those for which near is 0, we will not consider them further because already they are there in the solution. Then 7 comma near 7 is infinity. So 7 near 7 is 1. So now our next step is to choose a vertex from this, for which cost of that vertex to near to that vertex is minimum. So now here you can find that a vertex 5 is there whose cost is minimum. So what we will do is first of all we will make near of 5 is equal to 0 because 5 now is included, and we will include this one. So solution, our solution is T of the first is 1 6, first added edge is 1 6, and second added vertex edge is 6 5. Then what we have to do is we have to update these near values for all those vertices for which the near is 0, we will ignore them. For all others, what we will do is we will update their near. We have to check whether 2 is near to the previous one or newly added vertex. So 2 is, previously it was near to 1, and now added vertex is 7. So 2 1 is 28 and 2 5 is infinity. So near of 2 will remain 1 as it is. Near of 3 was 1, which was infinity, and currently added vertex is also infinite away from 3, so we'll keep that 1 as it is. For 4, if you'll see, near of 4, previously it was 1, but by adding 5, 4 comes near to this particular vertex which is in the connected component. So I will update near of 4 is equal to 5. So here 4 and near 4, the cost of 4 and near 4 is also to be updated, and that comes to be 4 5 is 22, because this is going to be needed in the next one. 5 6 is done, we have made it 0, and 7, previously the near of 7 was 1, but now addition of 5 makes 7 near to 5, and cost of 7 comma near 7, now near of 7 is 5, so cost of 7 comma near 7 is 24. Again what we have to do is, after updating, find out a vertex for which vertex comma near vertex cost is minimum. Now you can find that 22 is minimum, that is 4 will be newly added, and 4 comma near of 4 will be now updated to 0. Okay, near of 4 is gone, near of 5 is gone, 1 is gone, and 6 is gone. Okay, so these are all already there in the solution. Now we have to do, what we have to do is, again we have to update the near value. So near of 2 was previously 1, adding 4 to it does not mean, so it will remain near to 1 only. For 3, previously I was saying that 3 is near to 1, but 3 is now near to 4. So near of 3 will be now 4, and cost of 3 comma near 3 will be now updated to 12. Similarly for 7 was previously near to 5 with cost 24, but now it is near to 4 with cost 18. So 7 4 and the cost is 18. So only 3 vertices are remaining. So 1 2, and this is gone now, 4 is gone, 1 2 and 3. Out of these 3, which is having the nearest value is 12. So that is 3 will be added. So 3 will be added, and this, in this way it will be added, and near of 3 will be now made 0, and we need not consider 3 now. Again, near of 2, previously it was 1, but 3 has been added now to this, so it is 16. So near of 2 now is, we have to update it as 3 now. Near of 7, previously it was 8, and 3 is infinite away from 7, so near of 7 will remain 4, but near of 2 is changed now. It becomes, the cost of traversal now become 2 to near 2 is 16. So 16 and 18. So now what we can find is 3 will be added. Near of 2 will be made 0, Okay, and only one vertex is remaining, but still we have to find out its near. So near of 7, previously it was 4 with cost 18, but now adding 2, addition of 2 has made it nearer to 2. So near of 7 now is 2 with the cost 14, and 2 7 is to be made. We have to repeat this for n minus 1 times, because a spanning tree with n vertices will have n minus 1 edges. This is how the particular Prim's algorithm works. So the description of this algorithm is, the algorithm starts with the tree that includes only a minimum cost h. So initially what we did is we added 1 to 6. Okay, then the edges are added to this tree one by one. The next edge ij is to be added in such a way that I is a vertex already included in a tree, I is a vertex already included in a tree, and j is the vertex not yet included in the tree, and cost of ij, that is cost of ij, is minimum. Okay, so for keeping it minimum we have done all this exercise. So j near j we have evaluated. Okay, and here we have gone added. So 1 6 was added, then 6 5 was added, then 4 5 4 was added, and so on. In this way we went on adding the vertices and edges. To determine this edge, to determine new edge efficiently, we associate with each vertex j not yet included in a tree, and the value we give it as near j. The value near j is a vertex in a tree such that the cost of j comma near j is minimum, as we have done previously. We define near j is equal to 0 for all vertices j that are already in the tree. That the same thing I have done. The next edge to include in the is defined by the vertex j such that near j is not equal to 0, and j, that is j is not already in the tree, and cost of j comma near j is minimum. In this way it works. This is the pseudocode. This is the algorithm. Prim's is a set of edges. Cost is the cost adjacency matrix. N is the number of vertices, and T is the result. So T, in the T we stored 6 1, and then we stored 5 6, then we stored 4 5. So whatever the steps we added one by one, so same will come here. So let KL be an edge with minimum cost in E. Then minimum cost will be updated. Minimum cost is equal to cost of KL. T of 1 1, resultant 1 1 is equal to K, and 1 2 is equal to N. For I is equal to 1 to N, what we will do now is we will update whether each vertex is near to K or L. Okay, and finally what we will do is whatever the selected vertices are there, we will make their near values is equal to 0. Then from 2 to n minus 1, now already we have selected here, one edge. Total number of edges you have to select is n minus 1. Out of that, 1 is selected. Now remaining is n minus 2 edges, and these are the n minus 2 times this loop executes. So here what we do is we select an edge, let j be an index such that near j is not equal to 0. We have discussed this one previously, and the cost of j comma near j is minimum. So if it happens, then what we do is T of I1 in an array we store j, and T of I2 we store near of j. Minimum cost we update. Minimum cost is equal to minimum cost plus current edge. Then near of j, whatever the currently selected edge is there, we make it as 0 because that is the need. And then we update the near values here. That is for k is equal to 1 to n. If near of k is not equal to 0 and cost of k comma near k is greater than cost of kj, then near of k is equal to j. And finally, we return the minimum cost. So this is how it works. Let us try to understand how does this algorithm works by given data structure. So whatever the data structure that we have seen, all these things we will try to use here in the given pseudocode. So this is the again same graph that we have considered, and this is the cost adjacency matrix. So 1 1 is infinity, 1 2 is infinity, 1 2 is 28. You can see here 1 3 there is no direct edge, so it is infinity, 1 4 infinity, 1 6 is 10. So similarly this is cost adjacency matrix. Then first what we will do is we will select an edge 1 6, we select an edge 1 and 6 in the first stage, and 5 4 3 2 and 7. This will be as it is. Then we will find out the near j. If j is equal to 1, j is 1. What is near of 1? Near of 1 is 6, but what we will do is we will make it 0 because it is already there in the solution. For 6 also we will initially make it 0. For 2 we will make, what is near of 2? Near of 2 is, near of 2 among 1 and 6 is 1. Near of 2 is 1. Okay, near of 3, near of 3, j is 3, so near of j will be 1. Even though 3 1 is infinity, 3 6 is also infinity cost of traversal, but still we will consider 1. Okay, so 4 near is 1, 5 near of 5 is 6, and near of 7 we will consider again 1, and then this cost comes to be minimum. So what we first edge considered is 1 6, second edge considered is 5 6. After considering 5 6, what we will do is we will update the near values. So after adding 5, what we find is near of 4, which was previously 1 but now it is 5, and near of 7 previously it was 1 but now it is 5. You can see here newly added edge is added. Okay, so again if you will see the cost, so these edges are to be considered. So 4 or 7 or 2, 28, 24 and 22. So 22 is to be considered, so we add 5 4, and then in this way we continue. Finally this is the result, 5 4, then 4 3, 3 2, 2 7. So this is the final result that will be stored, and this is to be printed. You can see here there are 7 vertices and 6 edges added. So this is all about the Prim's algorithm. Thank you. And next algorithm that we will be discussing is the again a Kruskal algorithm, which is a minimum cost spanning tree finding algorithm, and you can check the description channel section of this particular video and you can attempt a quiz over here. And if you want to find out, or if you are interested in attempting my other lessons or other videos, you can attempt that also, and all the links are given in the description section. Thank you for attending.